Hi everyone. Today we are going to know about how do politicians are using caste as a tool for their advantage. And to understand the subject better, we'll see things by quote. So the quote says, "Madness is rare in individuals, but in groups, nations, and ages, it's the rule." So if you understand this simple quote, you're going to understand how Indian elections going to work, how do politics going to work in general in India. So our subject today will generally revolve in something called caste. So we'll see what exactly caste by going back into the history. So according to the Hindu scripts, caste is simply defined as a community in which people do the same work and in which people live the similar lives. So by that we'll see the positive effects of caste in Indian politics. So just imagine you being the local leader of a community like Dalits, for instance. So you have the utmost responsibility to protect their rights. So in this way, a leader of a community can take initiatives to protect the community and to develop the community, eventually it leading to the country's development. But what about the drawbacks? So there are many negative consequences for the involvement of politicians into called caste. So the first one is fragmentation. So many people is making a debate on so-called reservations in which the lowest community, lowest caste are given more facilities than their upper caste. So due to this, many people are criticizing this system of reservations, and this leads to dissatisfaction in other group of communities, and which eventually arising tensions in the country. And there is also a problem in rural sides of India. There are many rural areas where people are not given proper education, which eventually supporting these politicians who are playing with the innocent people to vote. And the problem is in urban area too. Many urban people are, when we see the voting percentage in rural to urban ratio, the urban people ratio is decreasing gradually because many people are not interested to vote at all, and this eventually causing the influence of caste in politics. So what is the solution? The major solution is education. Literacy rates are being less in India, in rural India. So basically, if we initiate activities that make education as a priority, we can reduce this so-called caste influence in elections. As we all know that elections are approaching in Telangana, that is on November 30 might be. So I request every citizen of Telangana and to actively participate in these elections, because the one who don't vote have no rights to question the government, and you are the fools, and the one is the fool who don't actively participate in elections. If you enjoyed this session and if you get any knowledge by seeing this video, I would suggest you to like our content so YouTube algorithm can understand our videos and it can reach major people. And if you have any suggestions and feedbacks, we are eagerly show our interest to accept your request. And thank you. We'll see you in the next one.